Testing, audio test. Testing, audio test. Okay, sounding good there. And then let's see what happens when I kind of click stuff. Oh, I forgot that none of this stuff has sound. Oh, all right. I'll assume that we're good. Haha. Thanks, JB. I was still muted. Thank you so much. Oh, and it looks actually like I should turn my mic down a little bit. Looks like I'm a little over in the red. Okay. Just, getting back into it. Gonna be some issues. Basically what I was just saying was that obviously it's been a while since I've streamed, and clearly that's already showing. But this video isn't, I've got a lot to explain, I'll say, but this video isn't going to be about explaining where I've been and all that. This video is mainly just to show all the new stuff that's been added in 1.47, and I've only got about an hour to stream, so I figured I'd jump right into it, and I'll save explaining what's been going on for another stream. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you are interested to know where I've been and why it's been like 5 months since I've streamed. But either way, again, we're just going to jump right into talking about 1.47. So the first thing that is new is that you actually can click in the bottom right corner, and that's actually what's behind me. I thought I was having green screen issues, but it's actually the screen. You can click what's new, and then it actually does show you all of the new things in whatever the most recent update was. And I think that's really cool, not having to actually go to the forums to see what it is. So we'll go ahead and go through it all. So we've got addition of world ambient sounds. So that's really cool. That's like crickets, random machinery, stuff like that. And then random road bumps. So that's just like while you're driving down the road, you can hit like a pothole. I don't think that they actually have a visible representation of those random road bumps. I think it's just something that as you're driving, you'll see in the cab. But also a pretty cool addition to make it a bit more realistic. We also have ownable gas cisterns is what they call it. They're basically propane trailers, and I'm assuming that that's because in other countries they don't call it propane tanks or whatever. I don't know. But either way, they chose to say gas. I mean, propane is a gas, but again, most people here would just say a propane trailer. But either way, gas cisterns. And then adaptive cruise control and emergency brake system. Now that has actually been around since I think 1.44, and I had actually used it before. It was a secret thing that you could adjust in the game files and then have it work. And I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of it. Maybe now that it's actually an official implementation, it'll work a little better. So we'll definitely take a look at that as well. For the Kenworth W900, which just got a huge update, I'm sure there's a ton of videos on the internet already about that, so I didn't do a video on it, but they did a huge rehaul, and they re-added now in this update DEFless fuel tank options, because when they did originally update it a couple weeks ago, they only had DEF options, so every single gas tank had a DEF tank with it. So they removed that on some. And then there is a cruise control speed display on dashboard, which is awesome because I hated not having that for the couple times that I did drive without it. And then we've also got custom city intros for Utah and Idaho. Addition of the sound direction filter. I don't honestly know what that means, but it sounds kind of cool. And then performance improvements. So night, bad weather, dense traffic got improved, which is awesome. I think all three of those things needed some help. So definitely cool to see that. And then as far as UI goes, we got a career history UI redesign, in-game update log, which is what we're looking at right now, and then an economy reset teleport, which is super cool. I won't actually be able to show that one because I've already loaded in the profile once that we're about to jump to. But what happens is when you load into the game and it's been reset, normally it says game changes detected and it sends you back to wherever you were. Now it says game changes detected, and then it opens up the map and it lets you pick somewhere on the map to send yourself to. So that's really cool. But now we're going to go ahead and jump into the game. Hopefully I remember everything that I just said as far as what's new so that I can actually show you guys. And yeah, we'll see what we got. Sorry, just pulling up my phone information here just so that way I can be sure that if anything on my screen is not looking right, I can get it fixed on by seeing it on the phone. There we go. Jeez, I was struggling on words there. And we're going to actually turn my mic down just a little bit again because it looks like I am still getting into the red a bit. So there we go. All right, so first thing we'll take a look at is those new gas cisterns, as they call it. And I think the name that it has in the game currently is really funny because it's called the BS gas tank. Obviously, once the official version comes out, I'm sure that'll be fixed. But for now, it's called the BS gas tank. So this is that gas cistern. And again, I do want to clarify that this is an open beta, and it just came out yesterday. So I'm sure there's still going to be things that need to be fixed. But I have no mods active, anything like that. So this is exactly what you guys would be seeing if you have no mods. So we got a couple different options here. We've got the 32-foot, 43-foot, 48, and 53. And then with the 53, we have both the non-steerable and the steerable. And we will go ahead and start with the 32-foot. And then paint options, we've got all the normal ones, including this one, which I think is custom for this. And it's the best community ever. Looks like my game's lagging a little bit. I don't know if that has to do with this trailer or what's going on. But either way, I'm just going to work on through it. So in customization options, looks like we've actually got a fair bit. So we obviously can replace the fenders as always, lights as always, and then looks like nothing on the side here. Oh, I guess we do have something on the side here. We can do pipe guards and fire extinguishers, just the fire extinguisher, just the pipe guard. You can have the pipe guard be painted, so that's kind of cool. Hoses in the back here. So you can have painted hoses, non-painted hoses, chrome hoses, all kinds of different stuff. Again, fenders, we've got a couple different options. So you can have the one fender that goes all the way over, and then you could also do the fender that each wheel has its own fender. And that's all of those options. And obviously wheels, as always. And then in the rear, we've got some very interesting options, I'll say, for this one. So you've got the typical top piece with chrome, and then the top piece painted. And then you've got the exclusive chrome, which has these lights on the side. The exclusive paint, which has the lights on the side, but with a painted background. And then we've got these strobe lights. So if you, again, like beacons, basically. So if you're hauling something really dangerous, maybe that's what you'd want. Again, we've got the chrome and the paint as the options. And then we have this very, very interesting wing that I have absolutely never seen in person. But I guess they really pushed it in all of the blog posts and stuff. They really had this be the image on all of them. So I guess that this is something that maybe people desire. I think it looks really silly, but to each their own for sure. And then, of course, we've got the typical options for replacing the rear lights, the standard with chrome, standard with paint, exclusive with chrome and exclusive with paint. And then, of course, mud flaps as well. And then on the other side, it's just the same stuff, but you know, you do have to adjust each side individually for the pipe guards and fire extinguishers and stuff. So now we'll go ahead and go to a longer trailer, and I have not done this in a while, so apologies that I'm just clicking a bunch of random stuff. Only thing that's going to be different on this from what I've seen is that on the sides you actually have the options for the extinguisher and pipe guards and stuff like that, but then you also get the options for boxes. You can do pipe guards with boxes, all that kind of cool stuff. Do chrome box with a painted pipe guard. Yeah, lots of different combinations here, and it does seem like that is the same on all of them. Yeah, and then of course the exclusive lights, there's going to be a lot more because there's a lot more room for them, but it does look like that is about it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go to the B double configuration now, which again is probably going to be fairly similar. Interesting that they, I guess they haven't updated the the UI for that yet, so that's funny. And yeah, chrome fenders, or sorry, just fender options. You can actually do hoses on the front and the second trailer, it looks like. You can. Interesting. And then, yep, just pipe guards on this one. Let's see if this one has anything. Yeah, this one's also just pipe guards and stuff like that. And then, you know, again, the options for the tail lights and whatnot. So that is it for the trailer. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the UI stuff. So again, career UI. I'm sure this information is going to be kind of embarrassing because this is not my main profile. So it's probably going to be a lot of low numbers or stuff where I just crashed a bunch or whatever. So I could be totally wrong though. I have no idea. So yeah, it shows you all of this information: total mass delivered, total deliveries, all the different companies you visited. There's 1,300 in total. Most common deliveries, empty pallets, which totally makes sense. I've had excellent 18, good work 2. I've only done 1 late and 1 satisfactory, and then none have been reasonable, tolerable, damaged, or reckless, which is actually surprising for this profile. On time was 105, completely undamaged was 103, and then 2 of those were special transports. And honestly, the 2 special transports is probably the ones that were damaged. Explored map, only 17%, because again, not my main profile. Cities discovered, 85 of the 180, so definitely still got a long way to go on that. But again, not the main profile. Truck dealers visited, 16 out of 73. Recruitment agencies, 11 out of 52. Viewpoints on this profile, only 1. Landmarks, 0 of 78. And then trucks owned, 40. Most types used for jobs, 10. Wait, what did I just say? Truck types used for jobs, 10. I mixed most used truck and truck types. So most used truck, Kenworth W900. Total miles driven, 18,933. So again, lots of really cool information on here. Most of those miles were driven on duty. I've owned 16 garages, have 27 employed drivers, and 20 owned trailers. And then real time spent is about 40 hours. So definitely very low on that, because if you look on Steam, my actual amount of time in this game is like 1,500 hours or something like that. So that means there's basically, 1,460 on the other profile. So unfortunately, I don't want to go to that profile and have that now be basically a 1.47 profile, but I am excited to see that information when I finally do get to that. And then we also get this delivery log, which is going to be super cool for those of you that are in a VTC, because this will give you all of that information that you need if you forgot to log something or wanted to double check. I don't know how VTCs work, but either way, it sounds like this is something that'll be really, really useful for you guys. And they actually even mentioned that in the blog post. So they know that VTCs exist, and that's why they added this. which is super cool that SCS is willing to do that. So definitely excited about that. And then what were some of the other things that they mentioned? Obviously ambient sounds. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go into the game. And then what I'll do is I will mute my mic and just kind of fly around to different areas, and I'll turn up the game audio so that it's at full volume for you guys. And we're gonna fly myself back to the garage that I was at. Wow, the game is lagging real bad. That is so weird. I do not know why it's lagging so bad. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I've never had my game lag like this before. I wonder if it's 1.47 or... because it shouldn't be that I'm streaming. My stream says everything's running smooth. Yeah, stream's hardly using any stuff at all. Wow. Yeah, okay, so I guess it's just this version of the game. So, again, it's a beta, so obviously there's going to be some issues. Maybe it has to do with the fact that they reworked the traffic density or the weather or something. But as you can see, it is very bad. It is lagging pretty substantially. So we'll do our best to show the audio here and show the ambient sounds, but I don't know how well this is going to go. Either way, I did touch on the main things, which was the you know, the trailer and the UI stuff. So I'm glad that I at least got to that. But unfortunately, one of the things that I was most excited for was the ambient sounds, and I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show that. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself now and fly around and see if we can hear some ambient sounds. And I'm going to have to probably turn up my speakers as well so that I can actually hear that myself. But all right, here we go. Just kidding. I forgot that I have to exit the game in order to... not like exit the game, but I have to adjust my volume first and then go into this. So... okay, that's plenty loud. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic. So there's the first one that I'm really noticing, and it's the sound of some crickets, it sounds like, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so, obviously the sounds are kind of few and far between, which is realistic. You know, there's not going to be the sound of crickets everywhere. So definitely makes sense on that. And let me go ahead and mute, or not mute, but turn down my desktop or my game audio again. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. You know, again, very subtle, but something that just adds that little bit more realism. And then the other thing that obviously is in this update would be the cruise control, but as you guys can see, the game is, you know, I mean, it's practically unplayable. It's so laggy. So I'll have to take a look into that, see if maybe that is because I'm streaming or something, or if it's something else. Maybe it's my OBS settings. Again, it looks fine. Looking over at my OBS screen, it says I'm only using 10% of my CPU power, and it's at 60 frames per second. So not sure what's going on. Everything's green, but either way, I'm not going to be able to show the cruise control really, because again, the game is far too laggy for that. But I think that will probably do it for the stream. Let me just double check one more time to be sure that there's nothing I missed as far as things that I could touch on that don't involve actually playing the game. But I'm pretty sure I got everything, so let me take a look. Where did my page for blog posts go? There we go. Yeah, ambient sounds, got that. The custom city intros I can't really show. Again, random road bumps I can't really show, unfortunately. The in-game update log I already showed. Economy reset teleport I can't really show. Actually, I guess I can show that one. Let's see. If I go no mods, and then we load this. Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't do that, because I want to. I want to keep everything that well, no, I guess I don't really care. I'll just lose this current truck that I've modified, but that's fine with me. Where was it? Okay, well, whatever, I guess. I guess we will save then. And I'll just name it no mods. No mods. Save. And then we'll load a previous save. We'll just do, oh, there it was. What the heck? Okay, I don't know what happened. We'll just load this one. And then when it loads in, you'll see it's going to give me something different than what it normally does. If it loads in, because it's freezing again. Wow, the game may have crashed. Weird. Okay, so I guess it definitely is something on 1.47 then, I would say, not on my end. So again, it's an open beta. Anything could happen. And it seems like, yeah, there's definitely some lagging issues and just general other crashing issues. Because again, I've got no mods available. I literally loaded a save that has never had any mods. So, oh, never mind. It just took a really long time. So, yeah, as you can see, game change detected. Please select quick travel destination. So again, totally different from what it used to be before. It would just send you back to your garage. Whereas now you can pick, and it's $0 to travel anywhere it appears, and you select your place, and then you just hit, confirm quick travel, and boom, you're there. Except for, oh wow, the game is really freaked out right now. It's still showing the truck from my previous save, but it says that I'm driving a different truck. So, oh boy, that's definitely a little broken. But either way, the update does seem great. I'm sure that once all the bugs get ironed out, as usual, it's going to be awesome. I don't know how much I'll actually play on the beta or not. Again, usually when I load into the betas, I just play on the betas and go through the bugs. But again, these ones make it practically unplayable. If it is in fact a bug, again, I'm going to try after I end the stream to see if the game is smoother when I'm not streaming. But if it is in fact a bug that the game is lagging that bad, then obviously I'll probably not do any 1.47 and I'll go back to my normal game version. But I do plan to start streaming more again soon, so hopefully I can get into that. The reason, again, I know I said in a whole nother stream I'll actually go into depth, but basically I started a new job and it's a lot of work. So I absolutely love it, don't get me wrong, but definitely don't have a lot of free time. And in the free time that I do have, I'm currently trying to find the balance between doing the things that I enjoy and and spending time with those that I love and care about. So it's an interesting game to play of trying to find the balance. So either way, that is going to do it for this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and it feels good to be back. Definitely, I'm sure it was a little rough, obviously, as I expected, because it's been a while, but I still am very happy to be back and hope to be back again a lot more often. So that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next one. And if you haven't already, please like the stream and consider subscribing. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.